Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is a pro level self-working card trick. It is super easy, it gets insane reactions, and the secret is almost more amazing than the trick itself. Let's get into it. Guys, this is an absolutely amazing self-working card trick with the 4 aces, and it will make you look like a pro. So we're going to lay the aces out like so, and the cards can be shuffled up. They can be given a really good mix. But the main cards that we're going to use are the aces. Okay, we're going to get back to these in a second. First of all, you're going to ask the spectator to stop you as you shuffle, and they're going to do this 4 times. So say they stop there, that's number 1. Say they stop there, that's number 2. They can stop you here, that's number 3, and number 4. Let's say they stop you there, doesn't matter. So these 4 cards that the spectator stopped you at, I'm going to put over here. These are going to be important later. Okay, we'll just get back to those in a second. But for now, these cards are gathered up. And again, these cards can be shuffled. The spectator can shuffle these, give them a really good mix. We're just going to bury the aces into the deck. But the cool part is that you're not going to bury them. The spectator is actually going to lose them into the deck. So we'll just do that. We're going to start with the ace of spades. Okay, the spectator can reach over here and grab any amount of cards that they want. And then the ace of spades is placed on top. And the spectator cuts wherever they want on this packet and buries the ace of spades into the deck like so. You have no idea of the amount of cards they cut. Next, they do it with the ace of clubs. So again, they put the ace of clubs here, and again, they can cut this packet wherever they want and bury the ace of clubs. Again, you couldn't have any idea of the amount of cards they're cutting at this point. The ace of hearts, they put it on this pile, and again, they can cut any amount of cards here, like so, onto the ace of hearts. And we've got this final remaining packet here. This is just going to go on top of this ace, like so, okay? And then these are all going to be gathered up. This is the crazy part though. With the aces now lost in the pack like so, you draw attention to the 4 cards that the spectator chose at the start of the trick. We have a 7, we have a 9, we have a 10, and we have a queen. Now remember, these have been in full view since the start of the trick, and the spectator had a free choice of these cards. But one at a time now, we're going to count down. First we have 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on number 7 is the first ace, the ace of diamonds. Next 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the number 9 is the second ace, the ace of hearts. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guessed it, that is the third ace. And queen is always 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Guys, this is an absolutely phenomenal trick. It is completely self-working, and you guys are going to love it. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I love this trick. I think it's absolutely insane. And it's a nice trick that you can do with 4 aces. This is a combination of a couple of ideas by Mike Maxwell. And so I've taken the original trick and I've put some little touches in there, some nice little forces for the prediction cards at the end. It does get insane reactions. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So if you like the trick, hit the like button. And if you've not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, because we do new awesome tricks like this every single week. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them in the comments section down below. I love hearing from you guys. Guys, if you love what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to take your magic to the next level, then you want to visit mymagiccourse.store. I have a bunch of courses that are designed to take your magic up a notch. So if you love self-working card tricks, I've got the ultimate self-working card tricks course, the best card tricks in the world that don't need any sleight of hand. If you want to learn magic with coins and everyday objects and learn to read minds, I've got a course for that as well, and I've put them all together in bundles where you can save around 60%. So I'll put the link to that in the description. I'll also pop it on the screen, probably over here. Follow it, sign up, and you're going to have tons of tricks to entertain your friends and family with. But right now, we're going to get on with the explanation of this one. Grab a deck of cards, let's get into it. Alright guys, so believe it or not, this whole self-working card trick, and all you need is any 7, any 9, any 10, and any queen. And these 4 cards make the whole trick work. It's absolutely brilliant. So you have them in order, so in ascending order, so 7, 9, 10, queen. You put these on top of the pack like so. So the 7 is first, then the 9, then the 10, and then the queen. Okay, and that is your setup. You start and you're good to go. So first of all, you remove the aces. So you go through the deck like so. You're going to remove the 4 aces to do the trick with. And they can see as you do this that the cards are well shuffled, and then you lay the 4 aces out like so. Now I like to give the deck a little shuffle at this point, just as a convincer, and it's a very, very easy shuffle that just retains the top 4 cards on top. All you're going to do is you'd normally shuffle like this, right, with the cards face down. Very simple. You're going to just turn the cards face up, and then you're going to shuffle about half the cards into your hand like this, and when you get done with about half the deck, these are going to go, you're just going to throw them underneath these cards like that, and all that does is it leaves your 4 card setup on top of the deck, but done very, very casually. It flies right by and nobody ever questions it, especially if you're just speaking to the spectators as well. So that just means that apparently you've shuffled a deck, but you've kept your 4 cards here on top. These are going to be the 4 cards that are going to be used to locate the aces later on. And this is a really, really lovely force. I don't know the origin of this. I'm going to call it a shuffle force. And all it is you're just back slipping. So from here, so one of these cards is your force cards. So you're going to shuffle the cards into this hand, but what you're actually going to do is as you take that first block of cards like this, your fingers are going to slip this card off like so, and it's going to go underneath. And you're going to shuffle like so, and you ask the spectator to say stop, and you say, stop me quite quick because we need to do this 4 times. So they'll say stop, and then you just put this pile here like so. And you're going to do that again. So again, it's going to look like you're shuffling, but actually what you're doing is your fingers are just back slipping this card off. If I expose this like this, and they don't see it from the front. In the shuffle, you say stop, okay? And they say stop there, and then you put this pile here. And all you're doing one at a time, you're just loading these force cards onto the shuffled pile. So if I do it from the front without exposing it this time, remember that's what I'm going to be doing, right? Slipping this card off. I'll do it from the front, you just don't see it. You ask the spectator to say stop, they stop you here, you put the cards down there, and then one last time you get them to say stop, and they'll stop you, okay? And then you put the cards down like so. So now you end up with these 4 cards, and it's important that these are in the correct order. So this should be 7. Here we have the 7. Here we have the 9. Here we have the 10, and here we have the Queen. All you're going to do with the cards in the same order, you're just going to put these forward like so, and you say we'll get back to these later. And now these cards are gathered up, and these can be shuffled by the spectator, so they can mix these cards. It has nothing to do with the trick now. The only thing you need to remember with this, guys, is you need a full deck of 52 cards, because the numbers are important here. So now you're going to put a certain amount of cards behind each ace, and you're going to do that by spreading the cards from the deck like so. But I don't want to do it singly because I don't want it to look like I'm counting. So what I'm going to do is I'll be pushing groups of cards together. So for the first packet, we need 8 cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push a group of 3. So that's 3, a group of 3, that's 6, and then a group of 2, that's 8. Okay. I'm going to square these up and I put them behind the first ace. By the way, the order of the aces, it doesn't make any difference in this example. So 8 cards behind the first ace. Then you're going to do 9 cards behind the next ace. So here's how we do it. A group of 3, a group of 3, and a group of 3. Okay, and that's 9. And then you're going to push these here. It's probably good to have a good, decent deck of cards when you're doing this. You don't want a deck of cards that you found in the bar that's been there 50 years and covered in beer, because the cards are going to clump together. It's not going to work. So get a decent deck of cards for this. So we have 8 cards behind this ace, 9 behind this ace. You're going to go for 11 behind this ace. So that is 3, 6, 9. So 3 groups of 3 and then a group of 2, 10, 11. So 11 cards behind this ace, and then the remainder is going to go behind the final ace. So now the aces are going to be lost in the deck. This is the free cut principle. It's one of the most deceptive principles in Magic. I absolutely love it. So starting from your right and working left, you're going to ask the spectator with the packet on your right to cut wherever they want. So they're going to cut a number of cards from this packet, like so, and you get them to place the cards in your hand. You then ask them to place the ace of clubs on top of this packet, and then with the next pile, the pile to the left of that, they can cut any amount of cards from that and they put it on top of the ace of clubs. Okay. You're then going to ask them to do this 3 times. So you ask them to take the ace of diamonds, place it on top of this packet. The group of cards to the left of that, they can cut anywhere they want and put it on top of the ace of diamonds. Next, they do it with the ace of hearts. So ace of hearts on top. Again, any group of cards with the packet to the left of that, on top of here. The only thing we need to do here, guys, is we need to know exactly how many cards are here. Now, it's normally a small number, and it's normally a number that you can eye count. So in this case, I say in this final packet, and I just look, and now I know there's 3. The reason why this is important is because this ace is going to end up being the first ace. Now, we know we need that position. We need that ace 7 from the top, right? Because this is our 7. We know this is going to be 7, so we need a 7 from the top. So I need to know how many cards are here, because I need to know what position this ace is going to be. When they place this here, and I place these on top, because I know now, because I found the cards out and I know there's 3 cards, I know that ace is going to be in position 4. Now this is important because we need it in position 7, and I'll show you exactly how we do that. So make a mental note here. It doesn't matter what number of cards here, you just need to be able to know it. So we have 3. I know now if I put this on the ace, that ace is going to be 4, and we need it to be 7. That's important. So now you gather these packets up from left to right. So that's here, like so. Now we're about to reveal the aces. The only thing that we need to do is we need to just make sure that first ace comes out in position 7. We know it's in position 4. So in other words, we need to add 3 cards on top. How do we do that? Well, we're going to do that by demonstrating what you'd like the spectator to do. So what I do is I turn the cards face up like so, and I'd say, in a second, I'm going to ask you to deal cards one at a time onto the table like this. And now I deal 3 cards. And now I take these 3 cards and I put them underneath the packet. That's then going to add those 3 cards to the 4. And now I know my ace is in position 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know I've got my ace in position. The flip side of that is if you have too many cards. So say when I spread that final packet out and there's 10 cards. Now I know when I put the cards on top, that ace is going to be at position 11. So now I know in my head, I do quick math, and I know I need to subtract 4 cards. So that ace ends up in position 7. So if that's the case, I would then actually remove cards by using the same method. So in other words, if I know that now the position is going to be 11 and I need to remove 4 cards, I would say, in a second, I'm going to ask you to count the cards onto the table one at a time, like this. And I count 4. Like this. I've removed my 4 cards and then I place them underneath, and now the ace is in the correct position. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions, drop them in the comments down below. But in this case, we've just done it and it is 7. So now you reveal these prediction cards like so. So 7, 9, 10 and queen, like so. And then all you need to do, guys, is count down to the cards. So this is position 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first ace. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the second ace. 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The third ace and queen is 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, all 4 aces. It's an absolutely phenomenal trick. Guys, if you like the trick, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We do new videos every single week. And if you want a new video, check out the one on the screen now, learn that, and you'll have a whole routine. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you in the next video.